Happy Friday. Good morning, good morning, good morning. It is me. It is Beverly Lucas. And welcome to Beverly's Kitchen. I am the host of For the Love of Cooking Fridays, where on Fridays we try to make a meal that is so much better than the restaurant. What are we going to make today in Beverly's Kitchen? Let me give you a hint. We are going to make some fresh pasta. Yes, we're going to do something different today. We're going to make pasta. We're going to make pappardelle with a basil pesto, with some tomatoes, and with some Parmesan cheese. Okay, so the first thing that I did is I took my two types of flour and I mixed them so that they were evenly incorporated. And then I'm going to take my egg and we're going to crack one, and we're going to crack them separately. I remember learning in high school, never crack your eggs in the food because something could be wrong with the egg. I learned that in the 9th grade, and I still do that to this day. So we have 3 large eggs that we're putting right into the well of this flour. Of course, you want to make sure that your counter is nice and clean. And then what we're going to do is we're going to whisk the eggs. And as we are whisking the eggs, little by little, we incorporate the flour. And I really just want it to form, to stick together, to form a ball. Or to get into a shape where I can form a ball. And that's, this scraper comes in handy. Okay, now I am kneading the dough, working it in, folding it in, using my palms. And I'm going to do this for 8 minutes. I'm just kneading and folding. I think I learned this in 9th grade too. So we're going to do this for 8 minutes. And we'll see what it looks like then. Okay, so I let my dough rest. It's coming along, it's coming along. If you would have told me that I'd be making homemade pasta 5 years ago, I would tell you that you were out of your mind. So, that's one piece done. We have 2 more to go. Okay, so I have my water boiling for my pasta. And I have my saucepan on medium. I have 4 tablespoons of butter because I'm going to begin to make the sauce. And we're going to let this melt. I am going to place my pasta in the water. I'm going to set my timer for just only 3 minutes. And you can see how the pasta is sliced. Into the size that it is. You know what, I meant to add a little olive oil to the water, just a tad bit. So fresh pasta does not take that long to cook, and I do have it nice and thin. So we're just gonna put it in piece by piece. And I'm gonna stir it up. And my water is salted. And I have my strainer ready in the sink. So when that timer is up, we will take care of that. Okay, our butter is melted. So we're gonna add our pesto. Pesto sauce. And then we are going to add some of our pasta water. That's going to give us our sauce. Oh, this is going to be so good. In fact, you know what? I think I'm going to add some chicken bouillon. I don't have the cube this time. Just a little bit. Going to add some cracked black pepper. Okay, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to taste it. It's one secret when you are making layers of flavor, you want to make sure you taste each layer. I always go back to my mama. Gonna add just a little bit of sugar, just a little bit, maybe like a half teaspoon. Taste it again. That's it right there. So now we're gonna go ahead, we're gonna add the spinach. But you know, spinach only takes a minute to cook. Especially with the tomatoes, basil and tomatoes, that is like the perfect combination. Okay, so the spinach is wilted. So I'm gonna add my pasta. This is probably enough for 2 people. But look how beautiful it is. With the cheese and the spinach. That right there, that is it, that is it, that is it, that is it. How beautiful is that? It's just beautiful. It just smells just absolutely amazing. I added some hot pepper flakes to give it a little kick of flavor. But that's how we do it. Thank you for hanging out with me. Thank you for being in Beverly's Kitchen. Join me on next Friday for another scrumptious meal that is better than the restaurant.